These are the best budget combos in Counter-Strike 2 for under $300, but there's a catch. I'll include a combo for every single color. Starting with the white combo, we have the Ursus Rubber Mask in minimal wear with a Mortal Glove Smoke Out in well worn, and yeah, it's just a perfect fit overall, and somehow it fits in this budget as well. But the gloves being well worn makes them hard to sell or trade in general, so if you have the money, just get them in field tested, but this one costs $296. This video was sponsored by SkinsMonkey, which is a trading platform where you can trade your old rusty CS2 skins for some new shiny ones in seconds. You just select the skins that you want to trade and the ones that you want to get. You click trade and it's done. If you use my code OZNI on the website, you get a bonus of up to $5 for free and a 35% bonus when buying balance. They also host giveaways in the freebies page, and link to SkinsMonkey is in the description. Going over to a yellow combo, we have the Huntsman Lore in field tested with the Mortal Gloves Transport in field tested as well, and I like to use green gloves with this Huntsman because of the handle, but this is a yellow combo and these aren't bad either, and it costs around $274. Going over to the red color, we have the Shadow Dagger Slaughter in minimal wear with Driver Gloves Resident Red in well worn, and this is a lighter red, but there aren't that many possible picks for this budget. It is a pretty good combo despite the gloves being pretty beat up, as you can see, and it costs around $285. Going over to a silver combo, we have the Falchion Damascus Steel in Factory New with the Broken Fang Gloves Unhinged in field tested, and you can go with any Damascus Steel or even stained skins here, but this one is very shiny and the combo is about $280. Next we're going over to the blue color, and we have the Huntsman Knife Bright Water in minimal wear with Specialist Gloves Mogul in well worn, and I would prefer this combo with the Polygon gloves, but sadly they have gotten so expensive that it isn't in this budget anymore, and this one is already $298, so it is just under the budget. And then we're going over to the forest themed combo, and here I chose the Skeleton Knife Forest DD Patty in field tested with the Bloodhound Gloves Guerrilla in field tested as well. And this is hands down the best forest combo that you can possibly do within this budget, but even still it is just on the budget of the video as it costs $299. Now we're going over to the brown slash rusty combo, and here I picked the Flip Knife Rust Coat in Battle Scarred with the Hand Reps Constrictor in well worn, and this is the best flip that you can get for this budget. And honestly, this combo is pretty good, and it is literally on the budget of the video as it costs $300. If you wanted to do another flip combo for this budget, you'd probably have to go with a forest themed one, and I much prefer this. And then we're going over to an orange combo, and here I picked the Gut Knife Tiger Tooth in Factory New with the Driver Gloves Overtake in field tested, and it was either this one, the Navaja, or the Shadow Daggers for this budget, so yeah, from those, this is hands down the best one, and it costs around $284. Now for the dirty combo, I'll call it like that, we have the Nomad Knife Scorch in minimal wear with the Mortal Gloves 3rd Commando Company in field tested, and this is one of the few ways to get a Nomad combo within this budget, and honestly, these gloves fit here, so this color in general isn't very liked, I know, but this combo is not bad and it costs about $280. And now we're going over to a black themed combo, and I chose the Bowie Knife Black Laminate in field tested with the Bloodhound Gloves Chariot in field test as well, and I picked the Bowie here, but you can go with any other black laminate knife that's within the budget. There's like 3 more available, but this one in specific makes this combo $286. And now we're going over to a Safari themed combo, and I picked the Stiletto Safari Mesh in field tested with the Hydra Gloves Mangrove in minimal wear, and it is quite literally the only combo you can do within this budget that uses the stiletto. It's not amazing in terms of colors, but it's alright, and it costs about $284. And now we're going over to a green combo, and I picked the Shadow Daggers Gamma Doppler Factory New Phase 2 with the Driver Gloves Racing Green in minimal wear, and this is the only way to get a Gamma Doppler for this budget. It looks pretty decent, the gloves could be better, but for this budget it is just not possible, and this costs $298. And now we're going over to a pink combo, and here I picked the Gut Knife Doppler Factory New Phase 2 with the default gloves. And yeah, I know this isn't really a combo, it's just a knife, but it's impossible to get a pink combo going for this budget, so this is as good as it gets. And if you have any other ideas, let me know down in the comments, but this one is $255. Then we have a gray combo, and here I picked the Survival Knife Night Stripe in minimal wear with the Mortal Gloves Eclipse in well worn, and the gloves are a bit scratched, yes I know, but it's not bad. I think it looks pretty decent, and if you like dark skins, this one costs around $285. And then we have a purple combo, and here I picked the Bowie Knife Freehand in minimal wear with the Hand Reps Duct Tape in field tested. It is not possible to get a fully purple combo for this budget, Purple gloves alone are over the budget, so there's that, but because the freehand has a lot of white, I think that this goes decently well with these gloves. I actually think this combo is pretty good and it costs about $270. If you have any other ideas for combos, let me know down in the comments and I'll include them in a future video. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel for daily CS2 content.